This is Morning Stock Watch for 17 January 2020 weekly for SPY, Netflix, and AMD. Starting with SPY, weekly closing price of $331.95. The 2-hour to weekly charts, we see price continues on a very strong bullish run since the lows of October 3rd, 2019, moving in somewhat of a ascending wedge pattern, with a high volume breakout on December 12th. Since that breakout, price has not retested any major support levels and continues to push higher. These previous 2 weeks ended super bullish, surpassing the 330 price target, appearing to perhaps have another strong week up to 330 to 340. 340 presents multiple areas of psychological resistance in the trading community, as we are already at all-time highs, pushing even higher. These previous 2 weeks ended super bullish. We have been witnessing bearish divergence on price on the daily and weekly charts, but it hasn't actually kicked in yet to the downside because it's either not at the right price or divergent levels aren't strong enough, among a whole bunch of reasons. Over to the indicators, on the weekly chart, it's pretty clear that we have some bearish divergence starting from January 2018 to now, where we are nearing the 340 price target. Not too sure how this will play out, but it looks interesting. On this chart, price continues visually very extended, especially when comparing to the moving averages. A decent pullback would be reasonable. Looking at the market sectors of SPY, QQQ, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, SMH, IWM, XLF, XLC, and the VIX. This past week, most of the markets were extremely strong. However, IWM looked a little suspicious as it sold down considerably more than the rest. At this point, no one is sure if this means anything for the market coming down, but it's of note as IWM is one of the better charts to gauge the market. Next on the list is Netflix. Weekly close price is $339.67. So what's going on with Netflix this week? On a 2-hour to weekly chart this past week, we can clearly see Netflix is getting its butt kicked by the 340 price level, creating a lot of price action for this level. It's just not able to get a solid day close above it. However, it appears it's only a matter of time. Netflix continues to appear it is filling a gap up to 372, maybe as high as 385 from the 315 original price. At the very least, up to 363, this is trend resistance. And again, consistent closes below 328 on the hour could easily bring prices lower for Netflix. And last on the list is AMD. Weekly close price is $50.93. On the daily chart of AMD, we see that price is at all-time highs with a hint of bearish divergence. On this chart, we can see that I have a fib level fan, the 3 lower black lines, and an old up channel in green. We can see that AMD is greatly respecting both the fib fan and the green channel. Things look very good for AMD on this chart. However, we do have some regular bearish divergence forming as price gets closer to the resistance level of the green channel. 52 to 53 bucks is a good area of resistance. However, I want to believe more people are probably wanting to see 55 bucks before a substantial move down. So we could see some sideways price action for a few weeks if that doesn't happen.